The MVs that I'm used to seeing from them are so cinematic, but I did enjoy this change in pace for them. There's something about the structure of the song that reminds me of their early stuff. Even though it's a lot simpler in comparison to their other title tracks, I think this is probably one of my favorite title tracks of theirs and I'll probably be listening to it on repeat for a while. Off topic, but does anyone else feel like the remix version of Cactus kind of sounds like a very song? It makes me really sad knowing that these guys weren't able to get their first win before enlisting. They are probably, in my opinion, one of the most well-rounded and versatile groups, and they literally started with nothing but now are such a successful group in their own right. I wanna wish Wow and Donghan all the best in the military. You've worked so hard and we'll all be waiting to welcome you back, loves. The day before this was released, I got hit with some awful news. I'm glad I had their new music to comfort me the day after. It's your typical catchy classic K-pop school concept but with their own fun twist on it. It's also giving me early Twice and some Momoland vibes. STAYC have quickly become one of my all-time favorite girl groups and it's kinda scary. I've seen them ever since their debut and thought they had good songs but I never really felt attached to them until very recently. Based on their first teasers where they are in the garden, it was giving me FX's Pink Tape and Four Walls era vibes, so I thought they were going down the elegant ethereal route. I was surprised that it turned out to be a school concept, but I guess it's almost like a rite of passage for K-pop groups to do it. It is quite similar to ASAP in that it's bubbly and catchy and easy to listen to. That said, I think they chose this song on purpose to be released straight after the mega hit they had with ASAP. On first listen I do like it and I like the message behind the song, but I think it'll take me a couple more listens like with ASAP to love it. I'm sure anyone who checked out the highlight medley for this comeback was left shook like me. Honestly, these girls should release an a cappella album someday. Hot damn. The platinum blonde hair, the sparkly black jacket, those heavenly high notes, the whole sci-fi, industrial aesthetic, and his entire demeanor and performance is just so exquisite. Like with STAYC's new EP, I'm glad I also had Young K to comfort me. I started to slowly get into Day 6 earlier this year and Young K became my bias during the Even of Day comeback in July. So you could imagine my excitement when I found out that he was gonna make his solo debut. God, you has that Day 6 energy, but there is something about it that reminds me of 21 Pilots. It doesn't really sound like a 21 Pilot song, but it has that indie alt-rock vibe that I love. I wanna also wish Brian all the best in the military and hope he stays healthy and safe before we get to see him again. What's going on now? Wow, Omega X really are just hitting the ground running. I wasn't expecting them to make a comeback so quickly after their debut, but I'm loving the energy they're bringing. Vamos was superb, but the genre wasn't my style. This on the other hand is something I vibe hard with. It draws off the energy of their B-sides from their debut album, which in my opinion were the best songs on the track list. This honestly does not seem like a first comeback. The amount of confidence and cockiness that radiates from this track makes them seem like they've been at the top of the chain for years. If it were any other group doing this song, the confidence would come off as immature and arrogant. But with these specific boys and knowing their backstory, I actually want more of this energy and want them to proudly boast about themselves. Side note, does anyone else get Big Bang and Icon vibes from the B-side? Strong monster high energy. The MV also reminds me of Twice's Like Ooh Ah, but a lot darker and a lot more purple, lol. Purple Kiss is another group that I've grown attached to very recently. Sound-wise, this is more up my alley than Ponzona, although I did eventually grow to like it. Aesthetics-wise however, Ponzona still owns my heart. I love this funky sound for them, and the music video was so fun and eccentric. It's cheesy, but that's what makes it so great and enjoyable to listen to. Not to be a cynic, but I think they should have scheduled this comeback for October when it's proper spooky season time. I honestly never know what to expect from these girls when they announce a comeback. They only debuted in March of this year, but they have shown so much range. I'm guessing they'll become the new concept queens of the 4th gen, like Red Velvet was for the 3rd gen. Side note, anyone else think that the bass line in Freaky Perky sounds like One Us's Black Mirror?
Play the ping pong.
Eccentric and sweet. These two are just too adorable. I love how the MV is basically a reflection of their personalities. No one else could pull off this concept and song other than Hyuna and Dawn. The vibe and instrumentals make the song feel like it came out between 2015 and 2017, especially that saxophone in the chorus. While I don't really like the song that much, I do love the energy they radiate in the performance, which is no surprise cause Hyuna and Dawn are two of the best performers in the industry. Given that, the dance break in the bridge and the outro are probably my favorite parts of the song. It's been a while since Dawn has made a comeback by himself, so I'm hoping that he'll release some more music this year cause Ordinary Night has been on my playlist for a long ass time and I need more.
Say la, listen, love me, la, listen, love me, hey. Call me la, listen, love me, la, listen, love.
As much as Rose is my bias, I was the most excited for Lisa's solo debut. It has been a hot minute since I've seen a YG release that has emanated that old school YG vibe and I am all here for it. The build up to the first chorus is so fire. Miss Lalisa Manaban really gave us the most. This was everything I expected and so much more. Whenever I thought something had to be compensated for this release, I got slapped in the face for underestimating the queen. Not to sound mean, but I was surprised that this song is a normal length song and doesn't feel rushed or unfinished. On first listen with solo and On the Ground I was left wanting more and stumped at the abrupt finish. But with Lalisa I feel well fed. I feel like they took a lot of inspiration from Cardi B's Money for the B-side.
I was born to flex, yes. Diamonds on my neck, I like boarding jet. Yikes.
That's that shit that's never getting bounced on your bitch. I do the money dance.
I would have liked a more nuanced take on the meaning of money or a social commentary on it, to give it depth like in Dawn's Money. But I don't really mind the bad bish ho anthem vibes of this song cause we all need a song to make us feel like the confident bosses that we are. Ugh. Body slam me with those city pop vibes and monochrome aesthetics any day of the week please. This song is 110% my type of vibe. It's so beautiful and serene. I could just melt into their dulcet melancholic vocals. But as much as I do love the song, it hurts not hearing Jisung's voice in here. I want to be happy with the release and I want to be happy for the boys, but a part of me still feels empty. In the past few months a lot of my faves have been going through rough patches and it's left me feeling really down lately. Though I am sad, the song makes me feel slightly more happy than sad. We miss you Jisung. Lions only wish the best for you. And Lions, let's stream the heck out of this song. Welcome back Mingy. I've missed you so much. When the performance previews got released I was extremely conflicted. On the one hand I was more visually drawn to the concept and styling of Deja Vu, and on the other hand I loved listening to Eternal Sunshine more, but I didn't vibe with the concept from their teaser photos. So there was something that I liked and liked to a lesser extent with both. I do think that Deja Vu was the right choice though cause it continues the story and vibe of its predecessors, Inception and Fireworks. In all honesty, if Eternal Sunshine was chosen as the title track I think it would have seemed a bit odd to have it represent the Fever series. I dunno what else to say about Deja Vu. The song's great, the choreography is slick, the bridge is so orchestral, the visuals blessed my eyes and I love the Easter eggs sprinkled in. It's everything you'd want and expect from an ATEEZ release. I'd say that the outro was the best part of the MV where they're dancing in the rain in those gorgeous suits. Hot damn. It was so cinematic and such a satisfying peak to bring home the song with. Oh, and Seonghwa's little ponytail had me squealing lmao. I think I've finally picked a bias after 3 years guys ahaha. Like a sticker. Yeehaw besties. Lord I love these bedazzled cyber cowboy vibes. The Neo City really looks like one hell of a place to be. Who the hell is doing it like SM groups this year? The quality and creativity in their concepts are so fire and are the most superior. When they released those university teasers a while back, I thought they were gonna go with a school concept of sorts with a twist for this comeback. But much like the NCT Dream Cafe promos, I was such a clown zen to believe SM weren't playing with us. In terms of this song, at first I wasn't sure how to feel about the oriental flute, hotel jazz bar piano, electric guitar riffs and orchestral violin strokes combined all together. But then again, it is very SM. It's experimental and is kinda weird, but I say give it a few months and people will be blasting this every chance they get. I wasn't very fond of Kick It or Punch on first listen either, but now I bust out into full dance and song whenever the chorus of either song comes on. Though I'm not too hot on the song right now, I freaking love that music video. Y'all, the colors, the neon, the lighting. It's so beautiful. Everything is perfect. I love the revamped Wild West and Las Vegas aesthetic. It rightfully warrants a chef's kiss. However, I do have one gripe with the music video, and that is Mr. Johnny Sir. Johnny, sir. What provoked you to do this? Please, my weak heart can't take it.
You got me like crazy love that don't make us out of control.
Okay, this is the type of MV I've been missing from ITZY. It's a lot like their Dalla Dalla and ITZY music videos, if y'all get what I mean. Their most recent releases had great MVs that I loved, but these visuals and concept were what drew me into ITZY when I first saw them. Something about the song makes it sound like a card song or like a song some smaller girl group in 2017 or 2018 would have released, except with a more expensive music video. I don't really have any strong feelings towards Loco. It's not my favorite sound, but I don't hate it. If it came up on my shuffle one day, I would let it play and I'd say it has the potential to grow on me. The album on the other hand is fire. I used to not vibe that well with ITZY's B-sides, but their albums this year are just too good. TBH, I'm still pretty floored by Mafia in the Morning, and that came out like 5 months ago. Side note, does anyone think that the opening of the MV sounds like Stray Kids' District 9?
So I tag over. What boy? Okay.
And finally, I've been looking forward to Hanse's solo debut ever since I saw Black Dog. If you guys haven't witnessed the greatness that is Hanse rapping Black Dog in front of thousands of people, then you need to check it out right this damn minute. After listening to his mini album, of course, I was feeling really sick the day this dropped, but after seeing Hanse spit fire and shine so brightly, I felt a lot better cause I got to witness one of his dreams come true. Y'all, I can't put into words how happy and proud I am to see my boy finally release his solo stuff. He's had to overcome so many obstacles with his company just to release this for us, and they really went all out for this. My guy looks so expensive and the MV looks like a fashion editorial. It just screams Hanse. If a club played this for the entire night, I would not even think about complaining cause it slaps. I didn't really know what to expect from Hanse cause he fits so many concepts. Victon have really run the entire gambit of boy group concepts from cute to sad to sexy and everything in between. I guess I thought we might get something dark like Black Dog, but Takeover is very much about talking your shit while looking like $1 million. And honestly, that's all I've ever wanted him to do. I really hope that more people will pay attention to Hanse cause the guy is a genius, I tell you. He's truly an artist and such a unique soul. Anahus. Stan Victon for good grades and clear skin.
Don't need
The moment I heard those retro synths, I knew I was done for. Oh dear lord, this is so exquisite. This is so divine. He really outdid himself. This is 2021's Criminal. I was already in love with the 1970s space film aesthetic of the teasers, but this retro sound had me praying on my knees for the song to never end cause that is just how good it is. It just builds and builds and builds till it leaves you breathless. It's a masterpiece. I've watched the music video so many times, and every single time my jaw always drops. I see a lot of inspiration from The Weeknd's Blinding Lights era, but he really made this song and music video and album and entire concept his own. I don't say this lightly, but he served us with the cultural reset of 2021. I'll probably name another 2021 comeback later on as a cultural reset. But right now I can't fully express to y'all how much this song has affected me. It's literally everything I love all in one place. I've been waiting for Key's return for so long and I had no idea what kind of stuff he was going to pull out of his sleeves. I only knew it was going to be magic. And he did not disappoint. Again, I've said this for just about every single SM release this year, but honestly who is doing it like SM's creative team? That's right, no one. Talk your smack girlies. Their stylists always hook them up with the best fits. I'm so jealous, cries in broke. I can't decide if I like Icons or Gratata more cause they're both so fire and they make me feel so badass. Gratata was very boisterous and Icons in comparison is a lot more tame, but it still contains so much sass which I love. I think on an everyday basis, Icons is more my vibe cause of the instrumentals. But every now and then when I need an injection of pure girl crush energy to fire through an assignment, I play Gratata. You can really see how much they've improved since debut. Gratata almost felt a bit forced, but now the members look so much more comfortable and confident, which we love to see. I'm not sure if it had to do with the location, but the vibe of the music video reminded me of Guguden's Not That Type, Idol's Latata and Purple Kiss Zombie. I'm telling y'all, September is prime time for K-pop comebacks, and this year it gave us phenomenal rookie girl group comebacks. It's going to be so hard for me to pick my rookie of the year, but Hot Issue really came out of nowhere and are a strong dark horse contender for my heart. Oh my word, we got our wishes granted. We really got the last royalty concept and the long-awaited OT8 comeback all in one release. The beginning of Spring and Dangerous were great, but they couldn't satiate my thirst for their signature ethereal, fairy tale vibe and orchestral pop sound. Something about the intro reminded me of the Phantom of the Opera. I'd say this track is a lot more musical than their other two title tracks. It's kind of like if you put Swear and Tears of Chaos and just a sprinkle of Dangerous into the same cooking pot, but enhance the dramatic flavoring of the song to 100. If there's one thing E-Entertainment always does right, it's giving the boys the most beautiful and luxurious fits imaginable. From those gold embellishments to the pearl chokers to the textured lace to the rich velvet suits. Oh my days. I'm blown away with their styling every single comeback and I can't wait to see all of their stages. In my opinion, this is definitely Baekjeul's era. Oh my lord. The amount of lines and screen time he got and his fit and that hairstyle. He really stole the show. But given the musical nature and concept of the song, I also gotta give a nod to our Prince Seung-woo as well. There is a lot of second-gen influences brewing in this magical concoction of a song which I love and admire. It's so hard to find something like this in the industry these days. Some progressions in the melody reminded me a bit of Infinite, and I also heard a bit of Want Us to Be or Not to Be, which itself had some second-gen influences. The first time I listened to the song, I swear if you asked me to point out where the first chorus started and ended, I literally could not tell you. I can't believe it almost lasted for a whole ass minute, but honestly more power to them cause it just makes the song so much more interesting and different. And that's what I love about E-Last's music. Aside from immediately checking out their discography, y'all should really watch the recent reality show they did with Mnet. It definitely won't be a waste of your time and you'll end up falling in love with these 8 beautiful dorks.
그 자리를 지켜 어떻게 보니 넌 내 호의가 변해가는 걸 그 눈맞춤이 입맞춤으로 Keep moving 딱 내 사이즈로 결국 난 모른 척해도 can never hiding Feel my writing Red line 도대체 그 선이 뭔데 매번 날 마다하는 척 도도한 너왜 눈을 빼 왜 시선을 돌리는데 Just tell me how you feel Baby you're so weak 견딜 수 없는 이 느낌 이 감정 너도 나와 마찬가지잖아 Don't push me away Baby you're somewhere 멈출 수 없는 내 떨림 내 몸짓 잔소리 말고 내게 안기면 돼 yeah. Let you out of control You are my
차가운 이성을 놓지 않으려 했어 무너져 내리는 순간에 베이스를 꽂았어 성벽은 온데간데 없어 하루 헝클어진 머리결 흐트러진 너의 숨결
아무것도 보이지 않아도 미쳐 돌아갈 수 없어 Danger Deep river deep figure 점점 더 내게 묶여 기어코 노란 도시에 내려놔 랜딩 꿈꿔왔던 걸 위해 parody 숨도 쉴 틈 없이 아찔하게 몰아쳐 I feel nothing 나의 way
손을 견딜 수 없는 이 느낌 이 감정 너도 나와 마찬가지잖아 Don't push me away Baby it's so weird 멈출 수 없는